Hey, thanks, Ken.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may have noticed that Em's hair has been looking a little different these days.
It has, yeah. I didn't get a perm. We had a couple viewers reach out and ask that. No, I just have naturally curly hair. And lately I've been noticing a lot of people starting to embrace their hair's natural curls, waves, and texture. Now, there are a lot of reasons why, but it appears that this trend is here to stay. Oh, hair. For a lot of people, myself included, it's a love-hate relationship. As a kid, waves meant crooked bangs, unruly curls I tried to cut myself, and a lot of times, just giving up. Yikes. I wanted straight hair and didn't really know how else to tame the mane. But social media has given rise to a new generation of girls learning to love their curls.
Oh my God! What? Wait.
From YouTube to Instagram and now TikTok, everyone from professional stylists to beauty novices can now share tips and tricks, discover new favorite products, and find a community.
There's still curl in there, and we're gonna get right to it, okay?
Maybe it's just the algorithm, but I've been seeing curly hair tutorials everywhere over the past few months.
The do's and the don'ts.
And around the same time, I had some inspiration from a beautiful friend and colleague who started to rock her curls.
So growing up, I always wore my hair curly. But then when I decided to go into this industry, I kind of just felt some pressure to look like everybody else. So you hear things like consultants saying things like curly hair is distracting, curly hair is unprofessional, curly hair is unpredictable. And so you kind of embody that and you just kind of go with what everybody else is doing and trying to emulate what other people look like. So I did that for years, and ultimately it didn't go well for me. After a while, my hair started breaking.
For more than a year, reporter Elise Haas has been on a journey back to her natural curls with stunning results.
It is just makes me feel a lot more authentic, like I'm just being truly me on TV.
So I decided to take the plunge with the help of Austin Kowalnikoff, my stylist at Chelsea Salon. So this hair, the big waves that I normally wear on television, usually takes me a combination of a blow dryer, a straightener, and a curling iron. Some 2 out of 3 always to do. And I just got to the point where I was feeling like it's so much heat. I know it's damaging on the hair that I'm already highlighting, and I just kind of wanted to see if I could give it a break and go a little more natural.
There's a lot of damage that can acquire over time. And especially now that you're just gonna like diffuse your hair and use a curling iron to just touch up some pieces more on the top layer, it's gonna give your hair more of a break. Your hair will probably get fuller, a lot more shiny. So all good things.
All good things. I'm ready to try it.
Curly hair has a harder time absorbing and holding on to moisture. So washing it less is definitely gonna help.
So there's certain products that you want to avoid, different like chemicals or things that make it harder to work with your curl?
I would say silicones are the main ingredient to avoid.
Yeah.
Those are super heavy and can weigh your curls down and kind of suffocate them. How are you feeling going into a new curly phase?
I'm excited. I am a little nervous about trying to figure it out while also being on the air, you know, on TV. That's the one part that is kind of difficult with this job is, you know, there's lots of jobs where you can have a bad hair day and you can just go for an updo, and we really try to stay consistent on TV. So unfortunately my bad hair days get aired out for all the world to see.
You want to brush your hair when it's soaking wet. When it comes to curly hair, what I like to think of, I like to cocktail products. I like one to control frizz, and I like one to build volume and give hold. This is some mousse. I just did a nice little glob, rubbed it in my hands. I'm gonna start just kind of by scrunching it in, then working it into the roots. These pieces want to curl. They just need like a little help.
What are some of the types of things people are coming in and asking for right now?
Right now, people are really wanting lived-in texture, tousled locks. A lot of haircuts right now are embracing curly hair too, like shags are in. Those are great haircuts.
I saw that mullets were coming back.
The
Is that
mullet's
true?
hot, yes.
The mullet's hot right now.
Yeah, it is in full force.
Oh my
like
gosh.
the 80s are alive in Portland for sure. Right now you have some beautiful, gorgeous,
Ooh.
beachy texture right now.
I didn't know my hair could do that.
It's a whole new set of hair.
Look at that, like it's like a curl.
Yeah, you have like ringlets under there.
It's like a curl.
Your curls need a few months to heal. And after I'd say like 6 months, they should be doing this more on their own.
Yeah.
So I've gone through and curled the top layer. I'm loving how it's blending.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna go reach my hands to your roots and give it a good shake. Not gonna comb it out. These pieces just need a little help.
Yeah.
And over time, they're gonna do this.
Wow. Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
it. It looks natural.
Yeah.
It's flirty.
Oh my gosh. Like even if I move some of the curls that we made out of the way, like I definitely see the beginnings of some curly hair down there.
Yeah, no, there's potential. Like your hair definitely wants to curl.
She's got potential.
Yes, and we just need to help her live up to it.
Yay.
Yes. Gorgeous.
So here you have it, folks. There's no better time than the present to try something new.
I love it.
Voila. Yeah, you know, natural hair care products and kind of embracing this trend of natural hair, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's one that has started to see some pretty significant growth in the last few years. It's only expected to explode in the next decade. So it's something that, you know, consumers are now starting to show that they're interested in, companies are responding, and I'm seeing on the store shelves now, you know, new products specifically to style curly hair that didn't exist a few years ago.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
wish
kinda
I had
fun.
something cool to work with. Mine's just flat and
Well, see,
straight.
that's what's so funny. They always say you want what you don't have,
Yeah,
right? And
that's true.
one of the reasons I wanted to, you know, try and do this is because I just didn't see, especially on TV, people wearing their hair naturally. Austin said, he's like, a lot of times we do these blowouts in the salon and you turn people around and they'll say, oh my gosh, I look like a newscaster. And, you know, it's you know, we can appear kind of like as a mold, right? Sometimes. And I think it's good to embrace your own uniqueness.
I like
And I do want to mention too, when we throw around the term, you know, natural hair, that's, you know, we're talking about anyone kind of embracing their hair's natural texture. I want to make a point though that this, you know, does not even compare to some of the issues and struggles of women of color that they have with their hair and just the outright discrimination that curls and traditional hairstyle can bring. So I think it's an important conversation. Hair can seem trivial, but it's not. And it's something that, you know, shouldn't be minimized. We need to do a better job of embracing everyone's hair.
Yeah, and a lot of women of color on TV, in TV news, they've been wearing their hair natural, and it looks really great.
It looks
actually.
fantastic. It's I'm excited to see the trend more on camera.
Yeah.
It's important representation, and I just hope that anyone who's coming out of the pandemic and wants to maybe try something new, give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well.